Hi friends, really funny. Yesterday I've made this switch near my beloved lake, you know, which is in the vicinity of my town, but the battery was low. Today I went into the forest, in one of my beloved forests, where we always was, with Tommy Lee, and wanted to bring the sounds of the birds to you, you know, but now all what we hear are small airplanes. Anyway, so we have now a very critical time, I guess, in development of mankind. And the last time we had a similar constellation in the skies, but much less powerful than now, was in the early 60s, you know. But now we have this grand cross, you know. Mars, Uranus, Pluto, Jupiter, and there's always the Sun in Aries right now. And so are babies born, a baby of a new age. And some thought that the man calendar, which we're ending on 2012-12-21, would bring the change, but it always this change, and we are now still in this change. But I guess this month will trigger a lot of we had thought would be triggered on December 21, 2012, you know. And because of this great cross in the sky, this is so powerful, it's simply amazing, you know. And I guess what we really will experience are the consequences of that in some years, perhaps in 2016, 17, 18, who knows. In some years in delay, because such things always have consequences. Like in the 60s there were the Love, Peace and Happiness movies from the hippies. Years later, you know, as such a similar cross happens in the early 60s. And this time will be the same, but what we have to face this month are tremendous tensions in people, you know. When you watch yourself, you can feel what tensions are in you and what tensions are in other people, because other people underlying the same influences from the stars, even when this varies a lot with your star sign or your ascendant and moon sign, you know. But but overall we all have to face now these tensions, and so many people acting like crazy, are over emotional, and also in the global view we will watch this and can observe this, you know. And so my message to you today in regard to this grand cross and the future is just be in the flow, be in peace, and be very cautious about what you attract in your life right now with your thoughts, you know, because your thoughts now are very powerful too, and you can attract things perhaps you don't want later, you know. And also be very cautious about how you act with your environment, with your friends, with your family members, you know, because we in such a phase where all people have such strong emotions and are very nervy and very some kind of angry, people overreact and also overact, you know, because they are driven by mind, and so we can launch things which are not so good, and we can lose much things. Perhaps people want to move now. I also want to move. I would like to move, and this will be combined with great changes. But is it really good? I have to be just in the flow, perhaps. you can't stop the things, because when you try to stop the things, the stars will do it for you. You know, when it is your urge, or you're feeling urge to do it, you should do it, but always be wise. So be wise like serpents. You know, so it's a good old saying. You know, and that's like we should be. And our future, especially the future of man, now seems to be very unclear. And when we try to attract the good things, let us be light beings, because now we are in this time, like I said, where our thoughts are very powerful. And when we want to attract a good world, a better world for all living beings here on Earth, it's the right time to start it, because the stars will support it when we go this way, you know. And funny thing by the side is, I still follow the Abrahamwitz, Eastern Cherry Hicks, since years, and I have these books and so. But now there's very suspicious things, he said, because like I become aware more and more, and the start, they identified themselves, or the channels as beings from higher dimensions, 5D, 6D, or whatever. But now it's more and more, they put Abraham in the stage of the highest source of God itself. And that's quite suspicious, you know. What they try to do is to make this whole everything to a dogma, you know. And the people really see things very dogmatic when you just write something under any video and just ponder and doubt something, people react on the spot. It's like you put some comment on a video with which is religious orientated. That's the same, you know. And so the Abbey movement became a very dogmatic movement now, and like I said, they still try to make a fusion like with Abbey and God. They want to sell Abbey as God, you know, Abraham. And that's quite a tough thing, you know, and that's a thing where I won't follow them, because Abbey is surely not God. First said it's just beings from higher dimensions, and then it's God. It's great ascension to God, from a higher dimensional being to God, to the highest source, you know. Quite funny that way. Anyway, take care of you. Ciao.